We're here working at Fort Tabor in New Bedford, Massachusetts.
It's a Civil War era 7-sided fort that was constructed as part of the Northeastern Coastal Defense.
This is a senior design project for engineering.
It's a 2-semester long project.
There's 4 of us and then a faculty advisor.
And we've been coming here all semester, analyzing the fort and taking pictures and doing different calculations to figure out what's happening within the fort, why certain parts of the fort are failing, and trying to, in the end, figure out a way to fix those issues for the city.
Due to its debilitated state, it's not been open to the public for a long period of time. And I think that there is consensus throughout the city that if we could open this to the public, make it safe for both residents and visitors to come inside, that would be great value to the community.
We're basically doing a structural analysis report on the whole fort.
A big challenge would be obviously the elements. So you see most of the deterioration in the fort is going to be mostly from the drainage systems that are going through the walls.
It causes the bricks then to fail or the mortar to recede and whatnot. So that's kind of like where we see all the damages are coming from. So that's what we want to focus on first, is how to fix that, and then hopefully that'll stop more damages from happening.
We kind of went through the entire fort. We basically classified all the different forms of deterioration throughout the fort.
The end goal is to at least get like a part of it to where we can like section off, and they can come in and they could go into like 10 rooms of like the 60 rooms. So maybe they might not be able to fix it all right away, but they can get to where it's part of it safe and they can open to the public, because a lot of people really do want to be in here.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what the results of this engineering study brings to this resource.
The focus of the class was around choosing a particular community partner that we would work with.
There were some community partners that were looking for our help, and when he mentioned Gloria Gemma and the opportunity, their mission, I just thought this would be a great opportunity for myself to contribute.
And they just help patients in any way they can, specifically breast cancer.
And what our objective here was to work with the Gloria Gemma Foundation and update Gidget's Corner.
Gidget's Corner is one of the programs that Gloria Gemma is offering.
And it was this area where children could read books.
Gidget's Corner focuses on the kids of cancer patients and survivors who sometimes get left behind because the focus is on the parent who's sick.
And what we really wanted to do was take it and expand upon it and repurpose it into something that Gloria Gemma could use internally and externally to plan this sort of expansion of Gidget's Corner and potentially raise funding for it.
What we thought of our value was we're all different majors. We all have a different skill set and background that we can bring to the table. Like some of us are finance majors.
I was in a group with a forensic science major, a finance major, and a construction management major.
So everyone was able to bring something to the table that they had past experience with.
The Gidget's Corner program has been a program that we've wanted desperately to grow. There's certainly a need, and we haven't had the time to grow it.
The last day that we were able to present, it was so nice to see, like, this is what we worked so hard for. The final deliverable, it was so rewarding.
Housing Works and our Center for Justice are the Rhode Island partners, and through that work, all partners are working together to track the outcomes for tenants who are facing eviction matters, facing homelessness, basically.
For way too many people in Rhode Island, housing remains a critical problem and a critical resource that they lack.
When we started meeting with the folks in Providence and working on this collaborative, it has been a lot of brainstorming. Where can we as students best be utilized? What are our strengths? What can we bring to the table?
As we work together with Housing Works and the law students, we're developing an ability for our center to represent as many Rhode Island families as possible who are facing homelessness.
We're looking to show that legal assistance and providing legal assistance and housing assistance will change the outcome, and hopefully more in a positive direction for tenants.
legal representation isn't guaranteed in this country. So these pro bono programs allow students, through the supervision of attorneys, to represent clients who may otherwise go without representation. And that can have a huge impact, whether it's an eviction, whether it's a minor criminal matter. It's a really important piece of what we do here at the law school.
Each partner in the engagement is bringing something to the table, and when you put it all together, we hope to make some pretty powerful policy arguments about how these kinds of cases should be handled in the future.
This is a tremendously valuable experience, both educationally and to the community.
My hope is that we'll use this information to show and to make real recommendations and for change, and both legislatively but also in our court practices, and provide more assistance to people where they need it, when they need it.
This kind of experiential learning engagement with the law school students is a benefit for everyone.
The extra people power that the students provide is invaluable.
They seem incredibly grateful for the work that we've been able to do.
These kids get to do something really good for a really worthy cause, and that's got to feel good.
This is just such a blessing for us, such a gift.
As a Roger Williams University alumni from the Historic Preservation Program, it is great pride to be able to work with the university and collaborate on these types of projects with the students.